Hi, I'm Tarisha Young, Relationship Master Coach, and welcome to your Making Moves Motivation.
Helping you to truly have the fullness of love, life, and relationships of all kinds that you desire and deserve.
For today's motivation, I would like you to think about, can you say no with confidence? N-O spells no. Did you ever say that as a kid? Because I know I did a lot, but maybe not to my mum. Also, as a kid, I used to play a game with my friends, which was no means yes and yes means no. So basically, what that meant is if somebody asked you a question, if you wanted to say yes, you would have to say no. And if you wanted to say no, you have to say yes. But take a moment to think about that. How often in life do we end up saying yes when we actually mean no? How many times have you said yes to something when actually you didn't want to do it in the first place and you've ended up feeling resentful, bitter, or maybe even regret saying yes? There are many, many reasons why we do say yes to something when we actually mean no. So you'll want to stay watching this video because I'm going to explore these reasons and also share with you 6 ways on how to say no with confidence. So many people have a problem with saying no. And there are many reasons for this because it is difficult to say no because the word is emotionally linked to personal rejection. And when we say no, it can create so many feelings within us. We can start to have feelings of guilt for saying no to a request, so therefore we never say no. We can have feelings of obligation that we have to say yes. Then there's feelings of not wanting to hurt another person's feelings, of not wanting to disappoint them, of not wanting to upset them. We can become worried about how another person is going to respond or react. So therefore we say yes when we actually mean no. And I truly hope that this isn't a case for any of you listening to this, that sometimes we say yes when we actually mean no because we feel unsafe in that situation or with another person. And I have to say, if you are ever in a situation where you feel unsafe, be sure to take immediate action to remove yourself from that situation and anybody else involved by using all means necessary. Remember, if you say yes when you actually mean no, you are denying your own needs and you could, natural fact, becoming powerless in that situation. You may also be misleading another person who think that your needs are being fulfilled. Somewhere in life we have developed a set of beliefs that says that saying no means that you are heartless, you're hard, you're inconsiderate, and that you're uncaring. But that's not the case at all. There are ways to say no that is both assertive and confident. And we're not talking about the avoidance no where you're saying I'll get back to you, or the aggressive no, which is if you don't like it you can lump it. There are definitely ways that you can say no in a very assertive and confident manner. It's just simply a case of deciding that you want to say no and then finding the best way to say it. So now I am going to share with you 6 ways on how to say no with confidence.
However, before I continue, if you've not already subscribed to this channel, then remember to do so. And turn your notifications on by clicking that bell so you don't miss out on more life transforming content to live your best life. And if you like this video, remember to give it a thumbs up. Now let's get back to today's topic.
Number 1 is broken record technique. This is a technique where you repeat your point by repeating a statement of refusal over and over again. And it's called a broken record technique because just like a scratch record, you say the statement over and over again. Now, it's particularly useful if somebody is being persistent because it helps to keep you on track. And you choose a statement that is clear, factual, and concise, and that you can say in a clear and also reasoned manner. You may have to say this a couple of times and over again, but the person will eventually get the point, just like a broken record. Number 2 is express and know. This is when you express your feelings and then say no. I statements are a very powerful way to express your thoughts, your feelings, and your emotions because it shows how you feel and is less finger pointing and accusational and blaming as the word you when said to somebody. And in my How to Have Difficult Conversations Making Moves Motivation video, I give a couple of examples on how to use I statements. So I would encourage you to check it out. I'll drop a link to it in the description section or the comment section below. So an example of how to express your feelings and then say no would be, look, I'm finding it really difficult to say because I don't want to hurt your feelings and I don't want to disappoint you, but I'm sure you'll understand that I have to say no. Number 3 is know and explain. This is where you say no and then offer an explanation. An example of this is, no, I can't attend that meeting. It's too short notice. I need to know in advance to make arrangements so that I can be there. 4 is no and offer alternative. Sometimes a no just means not yet or not from you. We can still say no and offer an alternative. An example of this, of a not yet scenario, is, no, I can't meet next week, but I can see if I can get some time off work next week to meet up. The alternative. Or you have the not from you. You can say, no, I'm not able to bake that cake for you by next week, but I have a friend and they are a very, very great cake maker and I can see if they can bake one for you. So therefore you are saying no, but you are offering an alternative. 5 is restate and no. This is where you restate a person's request and then say no. For example, I know how important it is for you to go on this city break, but unfortunately I can't go at this time. 6 is no and silence. This is where you say no and then be silent. Tumbleweed. This is where you say, I can't make that meeting, or I can't meet up, I can't do that thing, and say no more. And it's going to feel probably really awkward, really uncomfortable, and you're going to have to avoid the need and the urge to say something to fill that silence. But learning to say no and staying silent can be really effective. So there you have it. 6 ways on how to say no with confidence are: 1, broken record technique; 2, express and no; 3, know and explain; 4, know and offer alternative; 5, restate and no; and 6, know and silence. Now, there is no guarantee as to how another person might respond when you say no. That is outside of your control and is not your responsibility. What is within your control is to not give up on your diamond dazzling personal power by thinking you don't have any. You are able to say no assertively and confidently by not over judging the situation, by not over analyzing the situation, and by not trying to justify yourself too much. Keep your reasoning short, keep it simple, and keep it honest. And I talk more about honesty in my Making Moves video on 4 key ways to build and keep trust. And I will drop a link to this in the comment section or description section below. Remember, you are saying no to the request, not to the person, and you are simply setting boundaries. And quite often when we say no, we are able to work with another person to clarify the problem and come up with a solution. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. How difficult do you find it to say no? Which of these 6 ways resonate with you? And also, how well do you take to being told no? Let's talk about this. Drop a comment below. Again, I'm Teresa Young, your relationship master coach, and I'm here to help us to connect, evolve, and rise together so that you are truly able to have the fullness of love, life, and relationships that you desire and deserve. I look forward to seeing you on the next video.